Okay, today is June 18th, 2018, Village of Stryker Special Council meeting, 7 p.m. Purpose of this was due to a lack of the quorum on our last meeting on the 11th. We had some items that we needed to go through to pass current legislation and take care of any business pertaining to village operations. So with that, Beth, if you would, roll call, please.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Overland,
Yes.
Blevins,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Tompkins, yes, Spurley.
Sure, yes. The next one is to read and accept Councilman Sperling's resignation as submitted. If you were not aware, I'm going to do a little back on it, real slight. Last week, Mr. Sperling went through and verbally did the resignation because of the conflict, and we want to go through and get some answers there to clear things up better. But did that resignation verbally, and I believe with that, I think you have the written one for us tonight.
Yes, it's not as short as the one that Lee had done in the past, but basically. And it's also not as lengthy as the one from last week. It says, to Mayor Joey Beck, I resign my council position as of 6/11/2018. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to assisting anybody possible in the future. Thanks, Bob. And we just, good having you with us.
We'll just go through and pass it up. So with that, even though it's more of a customary type thing, we do an acceptance, we do a vote to accept that. So with that, is there a motion to accept?
Make a motion to accept Bob's resignation.
And a second. And roll call.
Overland,
Yes.
Blevins,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong.
And again, with that, Bob.
Sure, yes.
Again, with that, same as last week, thank you for what you have done for the village. I still look forward to many things from you, but thank you for what you've done.
Yes. You're available for lunch sometime this week?
I'll check the calendar.
Excellent.
I know you got with me on Thursday, I was
Yeah,
not able
sure
to
noticed.
Friday. Yeah, it was. So, yeah, I will gladly sit down and sometime. All right, thank you for that. Now we are looking, does anyone need some of the items that came through as far as, the next one is the motion to forgive income tax debt as presented by the deputy clerk. That was in the packet. Does anyone want to revisit that as far as seeing it? Or do you? Okay, you want to make a copy of the book?
I kind of would like to explain it a little bit.
Okay.
If that's all right. We went to a third-party collection last year, or year before.
I was gonna say, I think
We
2
did a
years now.
contract, 2 years. And what this is with that, the gentleman out of Napoleon that we use keeps a third of it, of whatever he collects. There's no fee for having him, he just keeps a third.
What we had in the past, while she's doing that, we had several that we weren't able to collect on, and it was a way for us to be able to get something, collection. So, yes, it's a fee involved in it, but we've done pretty well with that.
So when I give this to you, of course, she can't put account, you can't put account numbers, social security numbers, or anything like that, but basically, what she's trying to show you is there's six accounts. DPS 20, 21. On the one side is what is being written off, and on the other side is what's been collected. And we plan on keeping that with the motion and documenting that for when we get audited. Pretty generic, but it's doing its taxes, so she's not allowed to give a lot of detail out. But basically, she's on the one, the highlighted side is what's being adjusted off, and on the other side, you can see that's what we collected from the same account.
So what's he do different than the lady?
We have went to court and got judgment, and you can get judgment, like small claims or whatever, and you're not, if they don't pay it, he is, basically, what he does is, he's a collection lawyer. He tracks where they work, he can garnish. It's more
There's a lot
aggressive.
more follow-through.
It's more aggressive, it's more follow-through, and he was recommended to us from other villages that use it, and, you know, and there's still, beyond doing this, we're still pushing criminal, for some. I mean, it's a different avenue, it's more aggressive, and we're getting results. Because it's pretty hard to get some, it's pretty hard to get a municipal prosecutor, because there's so many, and she does the city of Bryan, it's so hard to get criminal charges, that this just seemed like a better avenue for us. Faster, better way to go.
We've got results.
How much is still out there?
I'm still letting them sit.
Total, I don't know what the total is.
Hmm?
Outstanding.
Oh, still outstanding? I am not 100%, I'd have to have Emily ask. I'm not sure. I know she's following the steps, so she has to wait so many months before it makes it to him, because she's gotta do so many letters. We have to give him so many chances, and she has to follow now what the state tells us on how to collect, so it's pretty far before it gets turned over to this guy to actually try to do something.
So this would be like 2016 or
It could even be further back.
She can go back 5 years
5 years?
without a person filing, so.
And the first column is how much he is keeping, the second column is how much we get back.
Yes, he gets a third.
So
If you're going back that far, you're getting.
We're still getting them. Every month we're getting a check from him. These are just the ones that have met their obligations.
Yeah.
She's still getting checks every month. So we're still accruing. We're still accruing balances. These are just the ones that met their obligation through him.
So with that, is there a motion to approve the tax debt as presented by Deputy Clerk Emily Kleinitz? Is there a motion? And a second.
I'll second.
And then roll call.
Cameron,
Yeah.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levin.
Yes.
Okay, then the next one, we'll discuss once we get the initial knocked out. Just looking for a motion to suspend and pass resolution 062018 or TAC 02, or participation agreement. Is there a motion to suspend?
Make a motion to suspend.
Second?
I'll second.
And then we'll do roll call for that.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong, Levin,
Yes.
Oberlin,
Yes.
Cameron.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll do discussion right after we get the motion to pass. Looking for a motion to pass resolution 06 TAC 2018 TAC 02 participation agreement. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to suspend and pass resolution 06-2018-02 participation agreement.
Is there a second? Then with that, any discussion, or you want to talk, do
Yeah.
that a little more about?
What this is to join, the OML is Ohio Municipal League, because all the villages in Ohio mostly are members of that. What it is saying we're gonna join their group to bargain aggregation, which for the electric aggregation is up in 2019. And it's just to join their group to get a better bargaining power. Basically, we're gonna form together with the villages that don't supply their own power, like Eden, Blakely, any of them that don't have their own municipal power company, to try to get a better rate. Whereas like 10 years ago when we did it, we were on our own, and at then they didn't have deregulation, so we in Toledo had some percentage. It was basically your options, your choices, and that's what's coming up in 2019, is that agreement where we did the 4 or 6% off. So this will give us better, hopefully better power to be in a bigger group. So we're gonna, this one is to join OML, and then I'll explain the next one when we get to it.
Okay, roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Tompkins, Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levens.
Yes. Looking for a motion to suspend resolutions, or suspend and pass resolution 06, TAC 2018, TAC 03, Exhibit C. Is there a motion? Second?
I'll second.
Is there a roll call?
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levens,
Yes.
Cameron.
Yes.
Looking for a motion to pass resolution 06-2018, TAC 03, Exhibit C. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to pass 06-2018-03 exhibit C.
And a second? Okay, open for discussion or explanation, Beth, before the
Well,
vote?
this one is, since we're joining OML, it's giving them permission to bargain. They're gonna use Palmer Consultant, which is who we had before as an electric consultant. Well, it's actually utility consultant, because, they do stuff with oil and gas too. It's to allow them to bargain. Since we joined their group, this is saying we're giving them the power to negotiate on our behalf. So, they actually don't, even though it's only like April next year is when ours is up, they're gonna start negotiating in August. That's why we're kind of pushing to do these agreements to be in the group for negotiating purposes.
Any questions for Beth before the vote? Okay, with that, roll call.
Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levens,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Tompkins.
Yes.
That leads us into the next one, which is executive session to discuss possible land acquisition. So motion to go into executive.
Second.
You knew what I was gonna say, didn't you? Perfect. And roll call.
Oberlin,
Yes.
Levens,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong.
Okay. Grab the camera.
Well, hindsight being 20/20, this camera's still on. I should have asked that this be held so I could at least
At
make
the
a
end.
motion.
Yeah, one of the last Hail Marys.
Yes. Camera.
extremely difficult.
Votes and then we vote.
Then we're going to vote on it. Yeah, who do we want on there?
Like the
So,
two top ones or something.
worried
that I
Or
missed
the
the top
top
one.
ones, okay.
so, so here's these. Katie, she's our girl.
She can do it.
Okay, are we on?
All my wrong.
Here's-
Do
Looking
we, do
for,
we vote to come out of executive?
we're getting ready to.
Okay.
Looking for a vote to come out of executive session.
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
And a second.
Second.
And roll call.
Overland,
Yes.
Levens,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Armstrong.
Okay, with that, there's two items left. We need to go through with the resignation of Bob, we need to go through and do an election of president for the council for this year, which would fill until the end of this calendar year, and then we'll do that again every year as we do. What we need now is a motion. We need motions for president, or someone to nominations, sorry. It's just a word thing. So the floor is open for nominations for president, and then we'll go through and take the top out of those.
Huh?
I thought that was.
No, no. That's out of the ones that are nominated.
Oh, I already
Oh,
wrote some.
so did I.
Well, here, here's some more.
Yeah.
So-
You don't know? We gotta start all over.
Yeah, I gotta start over. So,
I was gonna say.
Only got so much pending now.
All right.
so,
Lana, you
I'm
want
gonna
to
eat this.
I accept, yeah.
okay, so there's a nomination. Is there any other nominations?
I nominate Brooke. No,
Okay.
got too much going on. I'll nominate Rex though. I got it.
Nominate Lee.
Sure.
Who nominated Lee? Sorry.
You're,
I'm trying to
you're a
keep
yes,
up.
or were you a too
Yeah,
many?
I was just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have three. So from, is there any other nominations? I think that pretty much hits. Okay, so the nominations are closed for that. If you would, on this piece of paper, what I will do is based off of the one with the highest number of names written down, we will vote on that one as president. It is not necessarily the one that you're voting for on there, but that is the one that we will vote for, is the one with the highest number, because we can't do it by ballot. So put the person that you would like to see as president. Sorry,
And one bit.
I didn't have my cup of coffee
I
this
put
morning.
it as a question too, Alex.
Thank you.
I'll give you my last ticket.
Yeah.
Confuse everybody.
Hey, if you're Katie getting nominated.
Please, no.
Please.
Should be assistant.
Okay, with that, I will have them here. Lee Armstrong had the most on there. So what we will do is we will vote on that. And again, we would need the majority for that. Is there a motion to accept Lee as president? No, I just need the vote.
Actually, they voted by writing it on the paper.
Oh,
They voted it when they wrote it on the paper.
We can't do it by paper.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. The most was Lee. Most is Lee. Lee is our new president. Okay, okay.
Thanks,
I'm gonna get some clarification, I'll get some clarification. The next thing out there is Good Neighbor of the Year. Start thinking about that. That is going to be done during the Summerfest Heritage Day. To put that out there, again, Heritage, or the election, Good Neighbor of the Year award does not have to be a Stryker resident. It's someone that does good for the community of Stryker. So I could live in Brady Township and do a ton of work for Stryker. So that's why it's called the Good Neighbor Award. So that is out there. Look for nominations. We will get those as we come through, and we like to always do that on that festival day. We will have some applications up here. Don't be afraid to nominate people, let people know to put in their name as well.
What qualifications, I mean, are there anything specific other than what you just said?
Be a positive for Stryker. There's really nothing set in stone as far as what you must do to qualify. You just need to be a big asset.
What you're looking for?
Yeah.
The nomination form's online, I can
Is it
print
online as
it.
well?
Yeah, I can print it and get it to you.
So with that, the first
put it
year we
on.
did that, it was the kids that did the Panther Packs. Last year, it was Mr. Greiser from uptown. Just very deserving, both were something that we started back up here recently. So with that, I will have, now that we have the president set in place, I will have the committees for us on the next meeting. The other thing that we need to discuss is filling the seat. If you don't know what it takes to fill that seat, what will happen is, I think Beth will post that somewhere, or it just needs to be known. We have to go through and have, if someone is interested in, and I think both of you did that, correct? You both put your interest in as well as Lee. So 3 out of 5 of you have done this step. Show that you're interested. You can do that in writing to Beth. And then once we get all of those compiled, we will sit down as, or you will sit down as a council and kind of pick who you're looking at. If after 30 days that you don't have a decision, you can throw it in the court of this seat, or in the ball court of this seat, and then I can just pick someone. I prefer one way. I think it needs to be someone that is looking to really make a difference. Maybe not have my opinion, your opinion, but someone that's looking to contribute. So as those come in, we will have them here for you to view. Okay?
Can we put out, can we put out like some handbills or stuff around town so that we have,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and get it to people that are coming
Mm-hmm.
into the area to.
That we're accepting letters of interest. You want, and
Yeah.
you have to be a village resident.
Yes.
Right, but that way
But-
more people will see it as they visit some of our businesses here in town.
Mhm.
They'll know that we're looking.
Good idea.
How about it, can
Oh,
we
we
post
have-
it on Facebook or something
We have
too?
up to 30 days.
You have up to 30 days.
yeah.
So what we could wind up doing is, even though we have our next meeting, we could wind up with a special meeting after that, say day 29 or whatever, however it works out, if we need some time to go through and make that call. But again, it's preferred that it comes from the 5 of you, but if you throw it in my court, you can. But I like the idea of 5 over 1, 5 opinion over 1. Okay, with that, there's nothing else on the agenda. Look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Roll call.
Thank you guys.
Elkins,
Yes.
Cameron. Yes. Levens.
Yes.
Oberlin,
Yes.
Armstrong.
Thank you. All right, thank you.